Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel.
Welcome to our channel. I hope you guys enjoy and stay along with us.
Here we go.
So here we are, guys, doing a podcast. Who would have thought we would have been doing a podcast or something? We don't even have a name for the podcast.
The most random thing.
We decided. I think we planned on doing something like this back in COVID. And it took us 2 years to execute something like this.
Yeah.
But we have a tentative name. It's called Untaped.
Nice.
There are multiple reasons for this, and we'll kind of uncover that eventually. But here we have Rohit and Hasnain with me. We'll have random topics about life, stories about how we've been on trips, random stories.
If people are interested.
And if people are interested, yeah. And we'll probably have like 10 views for this, but you'll see. Maybe we'll grow, maybe we won't.
9 from now.
Yeah. It's we go in with no expectations. So here we are. Welcome to the Untaped podcast. So, we've got a brilliant production team of 2 people. So thanks, Sahil and Pavan, for this amazing setup so far. Probably improve this. Probably have it in different places as well. No real roadmap as to where we're going, but we'll see how it goes.
There are any sponsors out there?
Yeah, no sponsors as well, because I don't think anyone wants to sponsor something with 5 views. But we'll see how it goes.
You see, the standard is just dropping down after every sentence.
Yeah. I think we should kind of start off by how and why we are doing this. We thought we should kind of touch base on why we started doing something like this, how we pivoted into something we started with Finsta, and then
Yeah, I think we always have been having this discussion about coming up with content, because somewhere in our head, at least we think that we are funny and we can create sort of funny
I
content.
like the we thing.
Because we just wanted to do something together, wanted to get something out there in terms of the content that we create, the stuff that we do, because we think what we do is special and we want to get it out to the world and show that we can build up to something even more special, build a platform for that. And I think we're just starting off this as maybe a new concept together, new venture together. I'm forgetting the word. But देखते हैं शुरू किया अभी कुछ. Let's see how it goes.
Was there a different motive around this, or was it just like same?
I think this is just a extended version of our Insta and the Zoom calls that we had during COVID.
Mhm.
So just a bit of backstory is when we all were bored, all of us, the whole world was bored during COVID. We used to be like, okay, what do? We get on calls and we gossip, and we're not getting anything productive out of it after a point. So we just thought, okay, once a week, once every day, I think of the week, one person becomes a quiz master and just does some random quiz about, let's say, Bollywood or let's say anything for that matter. And the rest 6 of us were split into 3 teams and we played that game.
Yes.
So
Controversial.
games as well.
It's the first time we actually tried to be smart.
Yeah.
It just worked.
So I think after 1 or 2 rounds of this, we decided, okay, we can actually create a Zoom
Something out of it.
something out of it. And who knew that, okay, it would take 2 years to actually sit on a couch.
Yeah.
3 people who meet daily had to make time out of that.
Something a schedule that we don't have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is whatever it is. So here we are. And
But I think my idea about this is kind of different from you. You said, I want to have a platform and this and that. For me, it's completely different. For me, it's like we do cringe stuff every day.
yeah.
Now we have given everyone a bigger reason to cringe on a bigger platform.
Yeah.
It's like before it used to be just like 30 people on our Finsta. We have a Finsta, if you guys, just trying to give you guys context. We have a Finsta of like 30 people, it's the close friends of everyone, where we put like just the randomest of things. And then some of the people who are following that Finsta said, we should like channel this into something bigger. Because, the stuff we put is random. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's cringy. Now, people who don't know us much probably will cringe. And this is a platform that we've given them. Okay, you guys can cringe. The whole world can cringe. I think we are a group of 7. How did that start? I think it started with 4 people in the group. I can't recollect. I think it was you, Balgu,
Pawan and Pratik.
Pavan and Prithvi somewhere in the Himalayas trip which I was in there for.
No, not just the Himalayas trip.
Was it before?
So it was when Pawan, Balgu, and Prithvi were in one class, eco marketing, and I had my fiasco of different streams in the first term.
And I have different friends.
Yes, you did. Oh, you were in the same class
Same
earlier,
class.
but you were in a different group. So then I come in after the first term, I change my class and I come to eco marketing, and then I become friends with Rohit first. And obviously, I knew all of them from before because we were in the same batch from KG1.
Yeah.
So we all knew each other's off. And then we became friends, and then we started hanging out a bit more during 11th. And then you sort of started hanging out with us as well.
I just needed a change.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
Yeah.
a cooler group.
Yeah. But yeah, then again, it just became a thing that after that we were always tagged as like oh, seven boys, which, is putting it out there.
Yeah, it's just giving you a gist of how we came up together, Of,
In the start, it was all good. Then
I trust is not good.
no. Then we became very toxic. No, not every
It's
time.
fair now that we know you're toxic.
Yeah, it's also a start.
We're not
we realized-
promoting toxic culture.
Don't do that. But at least we know that we're toxic, and we just are toxic among the seven of us. Outside, we try not to be toxic.
Yeah.
But, that's a start, I guess.
Yeah, but now I think it's obviously seen on Instagram and there's no hiding, but I think now we have like a group of, mashallah, about 40, 45 people that we hang out with.
Or you might have. I don't know.
Okay.
We have like a group of.
No, but let's say if there is a birthday party for someone, there are easily 35, 40 people gathering, right? And okay, it's not something to boast about, but it's extended friends of friends and, someone's siblings and their friends and stuff like that. And now it's become a good family.
Yeah, it's a good one. Like, I think when you hang out with these many people, every time it kind of causes issues in terms of good part about this is the fact that we do it on a like not on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But okay, we meet once a while for birthdays, which is like every month or twice in a month or something. Like, it's kind of good. Kind of you can maintain the relationship with everyone.
Yeah.
Which I apparently don't know how to do. But
You're learning.
I'm learning. It's never too late. I mean, I am turning 25. We all are turning 25 this year. You already have. And we started our podcast at 25.
Anyway,
So, I mean, we're starting a podcast at the age of 25. So, it's never too late, I guess. But you did say that, you had to change streams and this and that.
No, we're not going
No, okay, we won't get into details, but I want to know how that, how did that unfold and what was your first impression when you just got into the group, the eco marketing? I think we were in the eco marketing stream.
Yeah.
What was your first impression, say, on Balgu? Because I think that's the first person.
No, I think there's no thoughts. It just went with the flow because everyone, who I was close with until 10th grade, everyone had either moved back to India or were not in my school. So it was not technically that my close first-hand friends were around me. So it kind of became easier to, gel along and be friends with new people. And it just started with hanging out with more people and then, kind of being there everywhere together, going swimming or going to the beaches or even going to the malls or whatever that time the definition of hangout was. So I think that was how it came to.
We used to hang out a lot.
Yeah,
We've been doing the cringe stuff since the start. So
I just
stories,
saw.
stories.
Yeah, there was this one instance that came in my mind. There was it's so bad one. Now that I think of it. So we used to hang out in my building in the pool, okay? This guy and me, we used to record stuff in the pool. So this guy used to go run. So I had I don't know what you call that. A ramp, kya bolte usko? Yeah. You could run on the ramp and used to, and our camera work and stuff was really dumb. Still is. I'm not gonna deny it.
Now we have production people.
Okay, but it was for me still at the same level. So we came up with this brilliant idea. This dude used to run on the ramp, okay? And I used to be in the water. I used to record him. From the bottom. So मैं इधर बैठा हूँ. मेरे camera में ले रहा हूँ. This dude flips on the top, and I'm recording him. It's slow. And at that point, we used to think it's like, we thought we'd go viral if we post this somewhere. Now that we look at it, I'm just like,
This stuff.
What is your idea of content? Because I'll tell you why. Because I know that all of us here, like, at least watch Sidemen or watch Beta Squad or whatever, and we three obviously keep talking about how they act. And like, I think it is not a inspiration, but you kind of know that, okay, because they define content every Sunday in a different way.
Yeah.
Right? So for us, this might be a start idea of content.
For me, I think it doesn't have to be what they do or say.
No. It's inspiration.
Yeah, it's just like a motivator to do something in our free time.
yeah.
I'm not saying that, tomorrow, like within 2 months, we're going to have 1 million subscribers or something like that, or like 1 million people watch our podcast. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know, I'm just going in with no expectations, seeing how it is. Like, this is something we see. The idea is we do this anyway. It's just that we do this without the camera.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? We meet at night. We don't go home like till 3 or 4 and just do this overnight. Like, we keep talking. We say.
My mom is working like a moment.
Keep bullshitting, keep talking about random things. I mean, I think the fact that we have cameras just gives us a platform to do this. I personally don't have anything planned in mind that, okay, we have this content or that content shot, but it's just the fact that it's going something with the flow,
Yeah.
I mean, life is kind of getting very monotonous. We're going to work on the weekends, okay, go out for a dinner or whatever. And now you're just like, so I wanted to change. I think we all kind of wanted to change. Something that adds on to our schedule in a daily basis, on a weekly basis at least. And see, how that feels, at least something different, having to experience something like this.
Something that makes it more controversial than the other.
Controversial? Confident.
Well, no, it is also controversial.
Okay.
We've had enough people, I think, in and around our school who know that we've had quite a bit fair share of controversies, dramas, which probably might get into in the future, but I don't want to give all out in the first episode. But,
sorry, just on your point on content, content for me is just a way of expressing myself in like a different way.
Yeah.
I feel like we all as a group have literally grown up with you guys like over the past 5 to 7 years. I feel like we have a lot of experiences to share. I feel like we have evolved together, learned a lot about each other, and like if we can share that and we can inspire people who are younger to us as well. We can inspire people in our community as well. For me, it's just a way of expressing out there. Like, just do whatever you want.
Good point. मैं वही पूछना वाला था कि we have any idea that our experiences can be somewhere a learning for other people.
Yeah, that don't do what we do. Like,
that's okay.
Like, don't do the bad things we do.
Life के do's and don'ts में सब don't see.
Yeah. I don't know where was that from?
बस
But you said that we have a wider group of statement people. How did that fall into that? Because I don't remember how it fell into place. Like, because I think it was everyone's.
I think it was just an extension. For us, it was always a point that the 7 boys or whatever is the core, and फिर बाद में जो people get along with this.
That also was a drama. That 7 boys is the core. Like, people said, like, why does everything have to be based on your?
Yeah.
But I think it's more of like just everyone's friends of friends who come in and they gel in, and if they like hanging out with us or if they do, then we end up having that chemistry of everyone just, let's say, even if we don't meet for a hangout, but I find this culture of us where, on festivals or like let's say Diwali or Eid or kuch bhi ho, so we plan a dinner, right? Yeah. It's not that we are those friends who will just meet at birthday parties and then get done with it.
Yeah.
Ye birthday pe aao, wish karo, kal ke party ho chalega. But it's more of like, when you spend festivals, obviously you do spend a lot of time with your family and stuff.
Yeah.
But given your holidays and like, you can do at least one meal with everyone. That's more of bringing everyone together. And again, point comes back to this is ki like, okay, 40 log ka group hai, not all the 40 people are on the same tangent.
First, stop saying it's 40. It's not 40 people.
I didn't study say I think you have not counted.
Although he has a habit of exaggerating.
Yeah, he does.
Hell, man.
We don't have 40
I can show you.
No, it's one person's
Sure.
birthday that we had 40
No.
people. Otherwise,
Okay, ठीक है, चल 20.
okay, like common friends is what I'm talking about. That's like around 20. 20.
See, okay. So
So we're not arguing about the numbers. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the-
no.
Yeah.
See, that's exactly my point. So it's a tangent level for everyone, right? So I might consider the exact other excess 10, 15 people as a part of that group. Maybe you might not. Not that I'm saying it's a bad thing. I'm not pointing you
He's
out.
trying to get one.
I'm not pointing you out. But anyway,
No, but for
So-
me, I think being around the people we are around, it's more of a blessing because we've always kept it as a family setting. It's always been. I feel like people our age are friends, maybe just for partying or maybe just for for certain reasons. But being around these set of people, at least when I came back and stuff, it was more of like a like a family kind of vibe for me.
Yeah.
We, at least how much we have grown over the years, I think we have realized one thing is you need to be welcoming to anybody who's coming in.
Ironic.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ironic.
can get a bit overwhelming
Yeah.
with new people, but it's about how just go with the flow and try to get in that tempo.
But we have evolved in that way also.
Yeah.
Because I think we were,
I'll get to that,
if
yeah.
some people watching this might disagree to it, like we might have not been welcoming to them or whatever it is. But I think over the years and over time, we have realized that
Yeah.
you need to be open to because we were very stuck up about the fact that you can only have a close bond of like 7 people and nobody's coming in the video. But I think now we've just found our way somewhere.
Yeah, I think, and plus, okay, maybe we might not be close to everyone in the same way or the same level as each other. Yeah, one might be closer to another more than the other because okay, you hang out a little more regularly or whatever. But I think it's the idea of that was to, as he said, it's like a family setting. Yeah, we've tried our best to be a little welcoming and don't laugh. We've tried. But I mean, like, you don't. I think one thing we kind of miss out on is that the fact that we don't understand or we don't appreciate enough how much we get to learn from them, like as much as because
Agreed.
we need to understand our wider group is like not much older, like a couple of years older, and like I think
Some
their
younger
experience-
as well.
Yeah, some younger. So since it's a mixed group, you kind of get perspective on a lot of things, to be honest. Like, and whether you take it as a learning experience or you just leave it, that's on you. But
Yeah.
I think it's definitely given more plus and positives than negatives. So sure, yeah. When there is a group of like 20, whatever, 20, 25 people, there's always going to be some kind of there's always going to be a certain level of drama or like maybe something or some controversy, but that's kind of the part and parcel of this. Like we have fun, but it always comes with some challenges, which is I don't know, like it's a good thing. I think it's always a positive that we have a good, blessed set of friends that we enjoy and try not to be toxic.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we've evolved, as you said. We've really evolved, really gotten better. Because that reminded me of this one party that we were at. I don't know if you remember. So we
Yeah,
were
sure. I'm gonna leave.
no, it's not about you. It's about us in general. I think we were at this party. And, we were at a random friends party, and a lot of people who we don't know personally were
I
there.
get it now.
And we said we were hanging out or whatever. I don't know, getting drinks or something. And at one point, it just started getting weird. Like we had nothing to do. The worst thing happened there. Like actually, when it happened, it didn't feel like the worst thing. But
Because
when
for
it
us,
happened-
whatever we do, we feel like it's normal.
yeah, exactly. It felt normal. But
We
other
don't
people
because
think
we
it's
don't
normal.
judge ourselves. We think we are
Yeah.
we're
Like,
funny.
people like enjoy a lot around us, but you know what we started doing? We started barking at each other, like genuinely barking at
Like just we were eye to eye and we're just looking at barking at each
Yeah.
other. And
I'm like, and someone on the side, like someone we don't know, some females.
no, they know that we were standing next to each other. We are barking face to face. And there are these bunch of girls sitting, they all turned back together. And one of the girls asked, "Are you guys okay?" And
Like, and yeah, I heard like, what's wrong with you? Like,
normal people fight, the argue, you guys are
Barking.
kutte. Bro, I don't know what, like, you have embarrassing moments and there are moments where you just don't know how to react.
Yeah.
It was one of those moments. I'm just like, how do you recover from the situation?
Yeah.
Like,
I think our image outside is pretty bad. Like, imagine you're just barking at people. Like, I think we got inspiration from this streamer, YouTuber called Speed.
He just barks.
He barks at random people, and I don't know why we were trying to enact that. I think the content blood has always been there in us, but we just do it without cameras. And everyone watching has been asking me about this. Which is, I don't know who, like probably one or two people. We spoke about Charlie's or whatever, and how we should approach a relationship. Because apparently I need some coaching in this, and I have commitment issues apparently. So how's the relationship? Huh? How's that going?
I mean, yeah, this is
Is it controversial?
this is Untaped.
no, it's untaping now. I mean, couple therapy, वो नहीं चल रही इधर कि
No, it's not
relationship.
couple therapy. It's me trying to get some insights on relationships.
No, I mean, see, it's where like how badly you want it. Like that's the baseline of like how badly you want it, and how badly you want it to happen, and make it a thing where it's a permanent thing. And like you are with your partner and you see a future where it's, because adulting at this phase, because until 21, 22 you're just like, is it going to be a long-term relationship? Until 23, 24 you're like, okay, things are getting serious, what are we doing about this? 25, 26 when you start having a wedding, see like, do I want this wedding to happen this way for myself? It goes like that. So different phases, but throughout that time, because you know, and we have had this conversation many times, but I was and I am still a person, hard believer of the fact that we live in the present and I don't worry about the future. And that's opinionated क्या बोलते thinking, क्योंकि सब बोलते हैं कि नहीं आगे कभी तो सोचना है, खाली अभी का थोड़ा ना सोच सकते हैं. But मेरे को ऐसा लगता है if we focus too much on future, then whatever is there right now is also not going to work out, or you're not going to have fun. तो मेरा वो था, but given that in the past 5-6 months so many of our close friends got married, and seeing all that, you're forced.
Yeah, that's kind of my
That thought comes in your mind.
It does come into mind, and like I think मैंने तुम लोग को भी like when you guys, most of you were single, like I told कि like अभी जो भी at this age, when you guys, we all were 24, so like at this age, regardless of whatever it is, obviously get with someone who you think you have a future with.
Yeah, sure.
And now time, okay, obviously there is age, like you can fuck around at 35 also, you can fuck around at 20 also, there's no difference. But see, again, people might agree, people might not. It's how people want to treat their age. But the baseline is, do you see yourself as a sustainable future? And do you see yourself like ठीक है कि in the end, small things you do with that person will make you happy or not.
Yeah.
So people, I feel लोग बहुत underrate करते हैं about the small things that you spend time with, like going on dates, or not even going on like fancy places to eat. It's just going to.
It's about moments with that person.
Yeah,
I feel like
spending time with that person.
Yeah, and but ठीक है, वो भी थोड़ा एक टाइम के बाद irrational हो जाता है, या वो हो जाता है कि like be a bit more practical, like how you both gonna earn, how you both gonna children, or let's say parents, family, family के
You
साथ
have the obstacles.
family के साथ
obstacles.
फैमिली के साथ स्टे करना है, नहीं करना, अलग मूव आउट होना है, ये आई फील अपन वो जनरेशन गैप में चल रहे हैं, where there's a change wanting to come, and there are some people who are like retaining to that change. So example, if there are 10 of us of our age sitting in a room, and if we start a conversation, we have started this conversation, that would you want to live with your parents after marriage or not, right? And I know it has led to terrible, 1-2 couple की तो पक्का लड़ाई होती होगी. हाँ, तो there will be at least 6 people or 7 people, let's say, will say that no, I want to move out, and that is the new age thinking. But there will be 3-4 people who will also say that no, I want to stay with my parents.
Are you one of those?
Yeah.
I'm saying of those things.
Yeah.
Really?
See, now the thing is, again, now do you want to tag it as a generation change, or do you want to connect it
It's
to
a
the
personal
fact
thing.
that do you want to connect it to the fact that oh no, you don't love your parents if you move out, right? वो बकवास logic needs to go out of the window.
People's
Yeah,
mind,
people,
yeah.
it definitely does. In the end, उसका आंसर एक ही है. What your parents want to achieve when they retire, they want to spend time with themselves and not their children, or how it is, different in a way where what do you want with the person also. तो वो बहुत मैटर करता है, and I feel वो सब conversations are just around right now.
Yeah.
So, and again, this is my logic that 20s, like I'm literally in the middle of 20s, right? तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि at this age, everything is changing so rapidly. Like in terms of my thoughts, in terms of perspective, opinion about small things. Like I don't want to argue about some opinion right now when I don't know if after 6 months or 1 year that opinion will change. Right?
Yeah.
वो बहुत being clear and being self-aware is very difficult at this stage, even if you want to.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a sense of maturity or I don't know if it is the right way to think. But yeah, I think जैसे चल रहा है वैसे चलने देना चाहिए. But you also need to realize that things will come in your face and you cannot dodge something.
Yeah. You
have to
take it with you.
Figure out a way.
Yeah.
So उसके लिए
you can't like run away from relationships or decisions forever, right? You have to make those decisions. Some decisions you need to make. No, but like on the contrary, I think someone who's been in multiple relationships.
What the hell, man? Don't tag me with that.
No, I've done multiple. I think couple of them. Yeah,
Couple of them, no, that's not few.
How many have
Just a few.
How many have you? Give us a number. The viewers want to know. Just one.
Third, it's my third. Yeah.
How different is it? Like, what kind of relationship factors that you see are common and something that is not there at the moment? It's something very
Bro, honestly, I feel like, especially in this day and age in our generation, love is hard. I feel these days to find.
Big words by a small man.
Yeah, generally.
Thanks of a broken man.
But no, I feel like love is hard because to find the right person and to be with the right person is very hard, because I feel like we live in a generation where love is broken, where we just go to sip on it. Yeah, because we as a generation are people who are constantly seeking approval and seeking validation, and that is kind of sad. But I feel like if you find that one person who is ready to be a constant, you should stick by that person even in the roughest moments. And like I've learned that over time, and I've matured in that way that when you have that one person, you stick by them, you mature with them, you learn a lot of things with them. Love is not always about happy days. It's about who is sticking with you in your roughest days, right? In your toughest moments. For me, that is true love. Like if I'm in love with someone, I would love them extra on their toughest day rather than it's just my thinking.
Right. You guys have no clue. I wish I could do a podcast in the past and have this same conversation with Babu like maybe 6 years ago, and you would have seen major differences. Not major. It's like not even. It's opposite of mirror images. Like it's something that is completely opposite. Man had no base. He was all here and there. A woman.
As Virat Kohli famously said, सब lady luck का कमाल.
Lady luck.
आपको पता है इसके पहले. Honestly, bro. Like I feel like as guys, we are extremely immature as a group.
Speak for yourself, man. Like stop generalizing.
I think the viewers will agree with me. We were okay. You can say we were immature, but I feel like the ladies in our life, at least speak for us, have matured us a lot, have given us a lot of guidance, have given us a lot of light and a lot of vision.
True, I think I agree. Yeah, till an extent, I think.
Till an extent, obviously, you learn a lot from them. This is just my personal take. I feel like girls are more mature when it comes to.
They mature quicker.
They mature quicker. They understand a lot of things better than guys. Because as guys, I feel like sometimes we also don't know where the boundary is on a lot of things, and that's where I feel like we have been labeled as toxic sometimes because for us banter is everyone has a levels of banter, right? I'm drifting apart from the main topic, but yeah, I feel like we don't know when to draw the line sometimes.
No, but now I think we're better with this. I don't think
Sorry, I just want to finish on the topic about love.
Right.
Yeah, it's not easy to find love. I feel like we are a generation of broken people and broken hearts. If you find your consistent person, if you find your person, stick with them. You can do everything in life with that one person. You don't need 5 girlfriends or 5 boyfriends at one time to find love.
Don't get away,
Yeah,
It's all halal. Right?
it's all halal. Sorry, but yeah, just generally, bro. Like you can just don't have. Something I would want at least people who are like maybe 4 years younger when we were in this. We have made terms.
I'm still in single.
Oh, you are still single. If you want to get out there, but I'm kidding. Single. But no, we have made dumb decisions. But one thing that I would want like younger people to get out of this is if you find a person, just stick with it. Trust me, it's worth it. If you want to learn and evolve with that one person, you can do everything that you imagine that you can do out there with other people. You can do everything there with that one person.
It's true though. I can see how Hasnain said that this is turning into a couple set.
Yeah, it is.
It's turned into a couple set. So we're going to change the whole idea of this channel. It's going to be a couples therapy. You guys can come and view this channel. You guys having fights. Just come to us, DM us. We are the best people. I've also been called Love Guru. Some people.
Who's calling you Love Guru?
Dude, that's the worst thing. Like,
you're going to hit 2 minutes. You call
yeah, that's what I can. Who are you? But yeah.
So you had a point.
Yeah.
No, so about this thing that girls are mature and we the girls bring the best out of the guys. So मेरे को लगता है it is somewhere related, and I very strongly agree with what Zakir Khan has a point about this. It's about what you learn from 2 different centers. Okay, क्योंकि मेरे को लगता है कि ठीक है, he has a segment in a show where he keeps joking about, but I love the guy because he talks about real topics in a funny way, right? So, and I kind of agree on one point which he makes very strongly is that like if there are just guys around guys, there's going to be very less personal development. Let's be honest.
Yeah, true.
There will be. I'm not saying that male bashing ke nahi hoga, but you learn or you evolve or you're forced to change even if you don't like it a lot more and faster if you're just around those, right? In a way, let's say that you have a lot of friends who are women who you hang out with, and then you're just like exposed to different things, and then you understand that
I think it's a difference in perspective also.
I kind of agree too because I feel like people like us who've grown up in boys' schools, kind of have on a wider perspective. I think we have like a one-track mind with certain things.
Yes.
I don't think it's like that with women for some reason. Like, I think it's a lot more different with women. Like, there might be like, I mean, it's same applies to even guys. I think if there are like 5 different people in the room, might have 5 different perspectives. But kind of.
Sorry, I know it might be a controversial statement, and I'm just going to put it out there. But I feel like all this happens if you find the right girl. I feel like because you can get involved with like the wrong kind of girl as well, and she could take you to another fold, right? It just depends on finding the right person. More than a girl can evolve you in the wrong way as well. That's what I feel.
We've seen that.
But okay. No, but my point was that I was not talking about just your girlfriend. I was talking about just in general, gender as in male versus
Just
female.
hang out with
More
women,
females.
like,
You are exposed to more different topics and more different opinions. When for guys, it's easier to have a herd mentality.
Yeah, that's what I kind of meant. Like,
Exactly. Right? But there is one positive to this is that what guys as individuals see or go through in all those schools, I don't think there will be anything else in life that will ever be experienced. You will be going through the truest hardships of life. No offense to people who have been in co-ed schools. Obviously, there are places to learn
You
there
learn,
as well.
you learn with everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I just feel like for good or bad, because that time I used to think, okay, this is bad, that what the hell am I going through?
Yeah.
And stuff. Like for the smallest example, like I don't know if I was confident enough to talk to a girl until 8th grade or 7th grade, which is a bit messed up. Right?
Example,
You
that's
won't
just-
what when you're in a boys' school and a strict boys' school, then technically your only female interaction is your mom, sister, and your relatives.
Yeah, true.
And your class teacher.
Oh yeah, sorry, class teacher.
I just wanted to. This was something in my mind before we had this idea, so I
Yeah.
wanted to get this point across. Is we discussed a lot about women; they have a different perspective, and guys, like when they're together, you said they have less personal development. But I don't know. I have experienced this, or have you guys experienced this as well? But generally, why don't women friendships work out? I don't.
What?
No, I feel like women friendships don't work out as much as guy friendships. I don't know. Do
Like,
you guys
we
think?
just think that, see,
No, it's a very harsh statement.
no, it's not a harsh statement. It's a
I
perspective.
have never seen a lot of female friendships last that long, or they become like very envious of each other about something.
No,
No.
like, see, you're just thinking it from the fact that, oh, we have like this close group
Yeah.
of core friends. You can't expect everyone else to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
fair
no, no,
enough.
no, no. You're not getting the point. I'm saying male friendships
Mhm.
as opposed to female friendships.
Yeah, it's not
Just a
not
group
be
of
that
females?
deep, like,
I don't know. It's just never. I feel like they never get. Like they don't gel along like guys as much. I don't know. I've noticed it a lot.
it happens, but not as often as just boys in general. Like, yeah, like boys always have a set of groups, but it's just that, like, with females, they might be like a huge group that like they hang out on a daily basis. They might have one or two friends. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
it's just that we don't know how it is.
Now I think what it is that girls love confrontation, guys don't. So there have been times where if there are small things, like let's say in a initial friendship is being hit off between a girl and a girl, so they are always vocal about things.
Hmm.
So that kind of pushes in the start only whether you want to continue the friendship or not.
Yeah.
With guys, it's like you'll overlook it कि हाँ ये ठीक हो जाएगा, right? You know, like you want to be like
And it's true.
Yeah,
Let it slide out.
until it reaches a point where it gets a bit toxic, and then it gets a bit this thing that what the hell, what am I doing with these people? And guys का क्या है, for boys it's more convenience than anything. Like no, I don't think anyone understands this, that
Doing with BTS.
for guys and men it's like even girls or anyone will hate the fact that there are little things that make them happy.
It's true. That
And-
is completely
and-
true. I agree.
Little things like convenience.
Yeah.
Like-
Yes, yeah, I know what you're trying to say. Like,
Yeah.
it's so
Comfort,
simple.
yeah.
Like making men happy is
Yeah.
so simple.
Very example right now. Let's say he brought up this topic,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that okay, girls will fight and they're immature or something, but if a girl brought it out a topic, it would have become a full debate if they disagree, right?
Yeah, we're just like
Yeah, like हम बात कर रहे हैं, but we don't care what
Yeah.
he thinks in the end of the day. Like
Yeah.
we'll be like he'll figure out his way. Like
Yeah.
we don't want to change him. कि, oh, I'm hanging out with you because you're having an opinion like this. I don't want to hang out with
You're
you
a
because
bit like the girl in the relationship. But
okay, thanks. But at least that way you're calling me mature, so
Maybe you are. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
not saying. So if you're taking.
No, but please, in the end, all these topics get a bit voided because you cannot generalize. You will have mature and immature people in every gender. It is in the end, these all everyone will be like, it's a circle. कि ये बात क्यों कर रहे हैं जब generalize नहीं करना.
Yeah.
But it's just more of from our perspective and from our experience,
Yeah.
right?
Kind of wanted to lighten this up by, sharing our stories and experiences about school. Like, I think school was, I think everyone around knows at least boys at least know that we really underappreciated our school life. Like,
Yeah.
we did so much. We
It's
had
because there was so much trash talk about our school as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why did we have so much hatred
No, it's
against.
not just about our school. Like generally, I think we had so much going on with our like class or like group of friends, stories. Some of the things we've done is just horrible.
Close to illegal.
Close to illegal too. Like I'm gonna put this out there. We used to bunk so
They
much.
cancel us. I still remember there was this one time Me, Sahil and Prithvi, we did the most random. We were bunking. So we used to come by metro, okay? So we came, we stopped by our metro station over there. We just looked at each other, we're like, Jana hai kisko? And we were like, nah, chhod, chhod. So we just bounced, we're like, "Oh, cool, let's go somewhere." We went to this Guru Bridge, I think. Guru Bridge. It's crazy. Now that I think of it, the stuff that we did there, we just went there, three of us, three guys, sitting under the bridge, just like this. Normally, it's like not like it felt like kids date vibes. We're sitting over there, we're taking Snapchat streaks and like we're looking at each other. We're making this so
It
bad.
was all, just a note by the way, like our school in grade 11, 12 used to kind of start at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
It was from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. I think, 6
Yeah,
6 p.m.
yeah.
So we said, okay, when we were around 12:30, 12:45, so we used to travel by the metro, and then we said, should we go? We ended up bunking the whole day, went to like McDonald's.
Still, I remember there's a random something. I remember one photo vividly. Sahil is taking a selfie on his phone. Me and Prithvi are standing back, and there was this movie at that time, Brothers.
Remake.
So we were like, we'll remake this shit. And he put the tie around my neck or something. And he's holding me like this, and Sahil is just like, some random.
Like it's
I think we should make it as like the title of the podcast.
because
Untaped.
yeah, it is literally me taking a photo like this, and like behind me there's
And I don't know what obsession, you know, that dog filter used to be there at that time. We used to put that on our face. Thinking, oh, it's like, you know, girls will get very attracted and they look at us.
all the things
That-
you've done to like attract like attention is, I think
Speak for yourself.
no, like it is. We did like the most randomest things to kind of attract attention. So you know how we have this thing about girls wanting attention, and guys did the same or like worse for that matter, just to gain attention. Not everyone, Balvin's in general did.
What? What the hell, man? That's not true at all.
He was called what was it called? Chocolate Boy? What was it?
Colgate Smile.
Colgate Smile 69.
That was an Instagram.
Give us a smile. Give us a smile. Give us this camera. No, come on. Yeah, I guess wrapping this up, any closing remarks from you all? Like anything that you want to say? Bhargav, maybe.
I thought that's a really good.
I think the point of this podcast was starting to be more of what we wanted as the self-actualization. But the main point here is that like we just want to share whatever we can or whatever is going on in our lives, and like whatever is there's too much happening in the world and there's too much to talk about, and not that it's gossip but world issues or whatever for that matter, and just get to know different people's opinions so that you get to know as a viewer that what everyone thinks around you or what everyone thinks in general. So it's more of just that try to come up with things where we can kind of create a spark, or not a controversial one hopefully, but more of a one where it can actually create some impact or just maybe change the way you think. Not that I'm saying you think in the
very influential.
Yeah, we'll try to be as influential, or we'll try to be as as helpful as possible in any way.
You guys have crazy expectations.
Yeah, but let's hope that it works out, and I think you can go.
Yeah, I think just wrapping up the whole thing, we created this just to create a platform to have fun, to express ourselves, and just to enjoy. Just to put a disclaimer out there, we never thought of it as a podcast channel. We just started off with a podcast. We're going to create different kind of contents as well. But we just wanted to start off somewhere. We just want to put it out there to the world that we are here. We are starting off. We are.
Kidding.
But no, I just want to put it out there to the world that we are here. We are here to express ourselves, to showcase what sort of talents we might have, and maybe step a stone in the YouTube world.
Yes. So that's that, guys. Thank you for joining in to Untaped. More things to be unrevealed, and we'll see how that goes. So see you guys.
Peace.